Aries, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with a little bonus reading all about you. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about pretending to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I will never ask for personal details, and I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aries, this is a little bonus reading all about you. I'm going to get all of your cards first before I connect to an outcome. And of course, you can probably see that I'm in a different environment. I've just gone to visit my folks for a week, so I will be here until next week. And let's get started on your reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Now, before I even start, because I'm scrying in the water at the same time as doing a reading, they're showing me a magnet. Okay, so this can indicate that you are strongly in the law of attraction right now. You're connecting to something that you've been visualizing for quite some time. I definitely get an energy of you being magnetic, that you are attracting something towards you. Okay, I mean, it could be that you're reestablishing your power in a situation right now. I mean, it could also indicate that you're going to find a magnet in a very strange place, and it indicates an opportunity that's coming your way or some really good news on something that you've been trying to attract into your life. Okay, so yeah, please take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure how it resonates in your reading, but they just show me a magnet. And now also they're showing me, I'm not really sure what that is actually. Okay, thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. What it looks like is tracks, some sort of tracks in concrete. So it looks like different animals actually. It's like a little paw print, but also what looks like a little bird walked in concrete as well. I mean, it looks like concrete. It's not snow, it's not mud, it looks like concrete. So, I mean, it could mean that you are trying to search for or solidify your path. Maybe you're reestablishing your direction, making plans. Maybe your plans are actually becoming concrete. You're finding comfort that you're on the right track. I'm not really sure how to decode that. Some of you, I'm getting an energy of continuity in life, that you're focusing on your responsibilities, that you're adhering to your tasks and that you're making progress. But I mean, looking at your cards here, I feel like you're trying to manage your stress levels, that things have been pretty pressurized recently. And I get a sense here that some of you are preparing for change. Okay, so I definitely get a sense here that you're liberating yourself out of a very stuck situation. You're trying to find more fun in the everyday, more spontaneity. And I feel a lot of you are focused on your true calling, okay? So let's just get your cards. I'm going to disconnect from the energy. I mean, it could literally mean that you're going to be walking down the sidewalk in the next couple of days and you see that someone has laid some concrete and an animal has walked over it, and it's like a lasting impression. Maybe that's it. Maybe you're going to be making a lasting impression. Use your intuition or your instincts, because animals showing up in a reading tend to mean that you are very instinctive in a situation and that you're going to make that lasting impression, or something is going to solidify, something you've been thinking about, I can see here, is actually coming to light. Okay, anyway, let's get straight to your cards. Okay, I mean, there's a lot of swords and the swords are up. So you're leading with integrity, you're finding your voice, you're being really honest with yourself and your goals. And the first card there is light. Okay, you're having a major epiphany. Some of you are in a period of enlightenment. I actually feel, my beautiful Aries, that you have been awakened for quite some time. I get a sense that you're an old soul, okay? And I also get, and this showed up briefly in the Capricorn reading, so perhaps you have Capricorn placements, I'm not really sure. Please take it as it resonates. Don't rush off to the Capricorn reading if you do not have Capricorn placements, because there's only one commonality energy that's coming through here, and it is that you're an old soul and not much impresses you right now. That's what I'm picking up here. But the Sun card, it's number 6, so you're trying to create a lot of balance in your world right now, and you're trying to remain positive under pressurized circumstances, okay? You actually have the Sun twice in your reading, so I definitely see that some of you are working hard towards your abundance. I feel like you are trying to be clear on your direction, especially with the Judgment card present there. And I feel it's about looking at your lust for life and your passion, okay? When you get this card, there's an energy here of being grateful for what you have right now, even though you may not have everything that you feel you need or that you've been trying to manifest. I feel like you're trying to do more positive affirmations, and I get an energy that you're trying to concentrate on building vitality and health. Okay, I mean, of course, everybody is trying to do that, but I feel like perhaps this has been your focus recently. You're focused more on, what you consume and how it affects you, and you're trying to nourish yourself in different ways. I mean, the Sun card indicates that you have a focus. You are looking at your energy levels. Some of you may have felt really drained recently, especially since you have the Sun and the Moon in the resistance position. So some of you may have felt like extra pressurized, or you may have felt that there's a circumstance or a person, because you have a King of Swords here, maybe a person who has drained your energy or has been causing you problems, pushing your buttons, and I feel like you are actually trying to rise above it. Also, I feel like you're welcoming new possibilities into your world, maybe trying to I get a sense of reestablishing power, but also trying to launch an opportunity, maybe start something up. This could be an idea, because with a lot of light in your reading right now and lots of swords, it tends to mean that you're very cerebral. You have lots of ideas on the go. You're trying to focus on the most important right now. You may be trying to launch something or make some sort of lifestyle change, and I feel like you're focusing on that. Also, I feel like you're preparing for change. Now, of course, the world is a crazy place, and it has been always, but I feel the last couple of years things have been very difficult, and you've been navigating these changes. But I get a sense here, your gut instinct, especially since we got the Moon card, the King of Swords, and the Sun card in the resistance position. I feel some of you are preparing for more changes ahead, and I feel like you're trying to put yourself in a really secure position long term. Okay, so some of you may be trying to relocate, or you may be actually trying to change a job to bring in more money, or maybe you're even setting up or launching a second stream of income just to make sure you're financially secure. But I feel right now, I mean, if you see that, that's like, of course it's the sun, but it's pouring like that sun molten lava kind of energy. And I get a sense that some of you are trying to reestablish your power, but also to, navigate new lands, or maybe even be really flexible and adapt to new landscapes. So you may be thinking about relocating or changing a job, or even just changing where you frequent in your neighborhood. You may be trying to open yourself up to new ways of exploring where you're at, or approaching things you're already connected to. So, for example, you may hear about a new bar that's opening across town, or you may find a different route to work, or some of you may be thinking about where you want to retire to. With the Sun card, it is to see things clearly, with clear vision there as well. And also, I feel like you're trying to tap into that sense of vitality, motivation, drive, and that passion that you're known for. Okay. Yeah, when you get this card, especially with the Justice card, honesty and transparency are really important at this time. So I feel like you're being really honest with yourself, and you're making some adjustments. I mean, we've got the Higher Calling card there, which is, of course, the Judgment card. So your protagonist energy, this is your main focus right now, is making your abundance, connecting to your true calling, and really focusing on your projects, your responsibilities, and finding your way. Some of you are, really trying to change your life and connect to your higher calling, but also I feel like you're at a fork in the road where you're making some bigger decisions. I feel like you are Thanks so much, I'm truly grateful. I'll give you that image in a moment because it doesn't correspond with this, but anyway, I'll hold that image and I'll give it to you in a moment. The Judgment card is really about leaving your old life behind in order to embrace a brand new beginning or a healthy, more nourished path. And I feel like you are listening to your inner compass, but also I get a sense here that you're having a major wake-up call, or you've had a major wake-up call, and I feel like you're putting your thoughts and ideas into practice. I feel there's something here that perhaps you've had an idea on that you've been holding back. Maybe you've been thinking about launching it later on or changing something. I definitely see that once you do that, there's a lot of success coming on in here for you, and I get a sense that some of you may even return to something that you used to enjoy doing, because this is the card of second chances or a rebirth of energy, a second wind. So some of you may reconnect to hobbies, or, you know, I get a sense here of reestablishing memories or building new memories that are going to be long-lasting, happy memories, okay? Because I get a sense here you want to get back to having fun, to reconnecting to part of yourself that perhaps you felt like you lost touch with. And also, I feel that your primary focus right now is definitely your higher calling, your mission. The Justice card indicates that you're making some adjustments in your life. You're trying to find that balance, but also I get a sense with the Justice card, you're being super honest with yourself and you're finding your voice. The Justice card is really about a win-win situation. There's something that you want to do and you're really good at it. You're really talented. You're really gifted. And I feel like you're seeking the truth in all situations. I mean, why wouldn't you? But I feel like if you're honest with yourself, you recognize there needs to be some changes. Now, whether that's you get out more to have fun or connect to new people, or if you're looking for love, you know, you may be wanting to find someone who vibes at the same frequency as you. I feel like you're taking the first steps towards something. Because we got the Fool card there, I mean, I feel like you are rediscovering who you are, but you're also coming out of a comfort zone. And I feel like you're taking a chance on a new path that brings new adventure, new beginning. And I see a wonderful energy here for you as well. But the Justice card, some of you may be going through a legal battle right now, or you may be thinking about the legalities of launching something new. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're setting up your own business, for example, you may be trying to work out the legal way to do something before you set it up. For some of you, if you're going through a court case or some sort of legal battle or separation or divorce from someone, I would say, you know, you may notice this person trying to push your buttons, or they may try to implement some sort of like hidden tactics. But I feel if you lead with honesty, you win the day. That's the energy I'm getting, okay? I feel integrity, your integrity wins the day in any difficult situation that you are going through right now. Now, the World card. The World card indicates that some of you are really focusing on your goals. Okay, this is a very productive card. It means you're focusing on your success, completing the tasks that you start. So whether it's like as simple as starting a book and finishing it, whether it's starting a project and finishing it, if you tend to be the sort of person who starts things but never really truly finishes, I definitely get an energy over the coming months. You're going to be knocking loads of things off your list as completed, and you're going to feel really proud of yourself, okay? Acknowledge your wins, acknowledge your accomplishments. The World card also indicates that some of you are seeking, you know, more stability in the world. Literally, you're finding your mission in the world, and I feel like you're preparing yourself for changes that are ahead. I cannot ignore the fact that the World card can connect to the world at large, and I really get a sense here that you're actually in the place that you're meant to be in. I feel like you're on the right track, shall we say, the right opportunities, the right moves. I feel like you're making them. And if intuitively you're called to relocate, or if you are called to emigrate, or you feel like you're trying to find your place in the world, I definitely get a sense of you gaining a lot of clarity and knowing deep within you what is the right path for you. Because no one can tell you that. Only you can tell you that, okay? But this is a victory win. Okay, because you can see there the victory wreath, you're creating balance in your world, and I feel like you're establishing your power, but also you're connecting to success, the vibration of success. Now, as you can see there, we've got all the elements in play. We've got Leo energy, which represents fire. We've got the Taurian energy, which represents earth. We've got the Aquarian energy, which represents air. And of course, the Scorpio energy, which represents, water. So I feel like you have everything within you to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. But you're trying to find that level of balance. Some of you may have felt highly pressurized recently, unmotivated. You may have felt a loss of energy or drive regarding something. And I feel like you're trying to manage your stress levels and really find a better way to be organized in life, because you're very passionate, you have really great plans, you've got an incredible mind to make those plans a reality. Also, the water energy indicates that you feel strongly about whatever it is you're doing, and you are in a perfect vibe of manifestation, because you need all those elements to connect to whatever it is that you're trying to create in your world. But I definitely see with the pressure card here, whatever you're transforming in your life, it's been hard. So whether it's you trying to connect to your true mission, your true life's purpose, your true north, or whether it is that you're trying to make some major lifestyle changes, whether they are to do with health or relationships or career or even, personal development, I feel like it has been hard, okay? This card indicates that some of you are trying to really bring more peace of mind, and you may have felt a little bit in limbo recently, or you may have felt in between worlds, pushed and pulled in many different directions. You've had a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, okay? It's number 26. When you reduce it, 2 + 6 is 8, which is the number of the self. So I really feel like you're looking at how you can be more time efficient, more organized, not procrastinate, and put your plans into motion, because they're really good plans. Whatever these plans are, I definitely see that they will change your life and give you more freedom, but also more fun. Okay, I definitely get a sense of you connecting to your inner child. And some of you are really looking at healing and processing things from your childhood in order to recognize that, number one, these experiences, they shaped you, they formed you, and of course they're important to you. But I feel any negative aspects that you have experienced in your journey so far, I feel like you are not allowing those aspects to control you. I feel like you're releasing that, and you are freeing yourself up in order to embrace your journey. I get a sense of a breath of fresh air and a weight lifted off your shoulders over the next coming months, okay? We've also got the sun in the reverse. Some of you have been dealing with a lot of low energy. You may have felt unmotivated. You may have even felt that it's like you're fed up of waiting for opportunities to arise. You're fed up of always giving all your energy to trying to adapt to change, and you've experienced disappointments along the way, and it's been hard, okay? I feel like whatever it is you're trying to establish or accomplish, I feel like it's been hard won. It's been a bit of a slow slog, and there have been moments of pressure or anxiety along the way. But I definitely get a sense of whatever it is that you're reaching for, I feel like it is going to work out for you, especially since we got the Fool card, which indicates a new start, new adventure. And I get a sense here with the 7 of Wands that you're not giving up on something, that it's, I feel like you've sacrificed a lot of time, energy, and effort to make these changes, and they're going to be something long-standing in your life. We've also got the King of Swords. Now, the King of Swords in this position can indicate some of you have been procrastinating on some ideas that you've got, okay? I don't want to point a finger at you, my beautiful Aries, but I am picking up an energy, and I feel like the more you do, the more energy you have in a circumstance, okay? King of Swords, some of you may be dealing with somebody who perhaps is not acting in their highest regard, or is trying to push your buttons in some way. Could even be a boss who's trying to micromanage you, and I feel like you're really trying to step up in your career. For some of you, I get a sense that some of you are stepping up, and I feel like you're actually going to take a new position. Some of you may literally leave because of this person, okay? But you may hear afterwards that this person actually leaves as well. So I would just, if you don't want to leave a position, I feel it's important to take any gripes to HR, for example, because I feel like this person, someone's already complained about this person, and I feel like they're thinking about leaving anyway. So that's what I'm picking up there as well. Now, the King of Swords can also indicate that some of you have been under a lot of pressure and you've been experiencing brain fog, or you've been feeling a little bit clouded. You may have felt like you're on autopilot, you know, you're just doing, and you may feel that it's a repetitive cycle and you're trying to come up with new ideas to reestablish your power or launch something, or even step up in a career, or just really find your way and get clear thinking, get organized. And I feel that you don't want to waste time is what I see here. I feel like you have a mission, and I feel like you're going to be more organized on it, and I feel like you're cutting out anything that drains you, because we've got the Moon card there. Now, when you get the Moon and the Sun, especially in the resistance position, it indicates that you're looking at areas of your life where you feel things are draining your energy, whether it's a person, a situation, or whether it's a food substance. I feel like you are cutting out anything that really drains your energy, because the Moon cannot shine all by itself. It needs the Sun to shine. So I feel like either someone tried to knock your confidence, or you feel that perhaps you have lost your sparkle or your lust for life recently, and you're trying to rediscover that part of yourself, the one that's really excited about projects and places and new experiences. And I really get a sense that you are going to reignite that fire within, but it has been hard. And a lot of you have found it really hard to tap into your intuition recently as well, especially with the Moon card in this position. I get a sense that some of you, there's like a little bit of an inner struggle at the moment as well, between domesticity, so being in the home space, you know, doing a little bit of DIY or decluttering around the home space, creating your sanctuary, and more freedom, wanting to get out there, you know, and be independent. Some of you may be even thinking about being an entrepreneur or setting up an independent business, or you're trying to, you know, reestablish your independence within an environment where you feel micromanaged or controlled. But I definitely see that you will reestablish that sense of power, okay? I feel like you will find your way. Things have been a little bit difficult. I feel like there's been some struggle here with these cards. I feel like the pressure has been on. And with the Moon card, you may be trying to find your way in very uncertain circumstances. Some of you are navigating uncharted territory. Okay, so you may be doing things that you've never done before, finding information out that you haven't experienced before, but these pockets of knowledge will help you long term. So for example, if you're setting up a business and you've never done it before, you may be actually, you know, sorting through information online of how to legally set up an entity that will, you know, create a lot of money for you, or safeguard your finances, for example. Some of you, if you are coming to retirement age, you're entering into a new era of energy, so you may be slowing down the pace a little bit, but you're still connecting to things that make you excited or things that keep you interested. You know, you're just having a different way of life. So I feel like there's a transition going on here in your reading, and I feel like you're adapting to some sort of change in your life, whether you're retired or not. I get a sense here that you're being comfortable with change and uncertainty, and you're finding security regardless. Okay, now we do have change wind at the outcome energy, so whatever it is that you are changing in your life, I feel like you got this. Okay, also I see some of you anticipating changes that are to come, and with the Seven of Wands there, you're protecting yourself by making some changes and keeping on top of your goals. Some of you may be launching a new way of life, or you are opening yourself up to a new adventure or a new challenge that's going to be quite exciting long term. I feel like you're keeping things interesting, okay? Now, this card is number 24. Of course, when you reduce it, 2 + 4 is 6, which indicates balance and harmony as well. So trying to remain in a very balanced, moderate energy during change. For example, some of you may be relocating, right? And when you relocate, there's lots of boxes, there's lots of chaos, there's lots of energy being put into you moving to a different neighborhood. So whatever it is that you are changing in your life, I feel like you're trying to temper your energy and just go with the flow, okay? I'm getting an energy here of change is the one constant thing in life. There's no point in resisting change. We must all change. The seasons change, circumstances change, the world changes, and I feel like you are prepared for the changes that are coming ahead. I mean, this could be a change of direction, whether it's a personal development direction, whether it is a career direction, or whether it is a neighborhood direction. I get a sense here that you're in control of these changes, but also because they're really highlighting the raven there as well, you may have heard a message of change coming, whether that's intuitively, instinctively, you feel change is afoot, or whether it is someone has told you and you didn't want to believe it, but there is change ahead. So I get a sense here that you're tapping in to being prepared. Okay, I just get a sense of preparation. We do have the Fool card, so this is about launching something new, but it's also about fresh hope. So these changes are bringing hope for you. These changes are adventurous. They are new paths that you're taking a risk on, a new beginning, and it's freedom. I get a sense here that you are trying to find freedom in a circumstance where you felt either in a repetitive cycle, or you felt that things have been just stagnant. I get a sense there's movement for you finally. And I feel, especially with the keys, I also get an energy of you getting the answers that you seek. Okay, now the Fool card is really interesting because it really is about connecting to your inner child, to finding more playful moments in life, to finding more fun. And I definitely see that some of you have been doing a lot of soul searching recently, trying to find your way. And you definitely will find your way, okay? The Knight of Swords indicates major lifestyle changes, but you're in control of those. So I definitely see that you are reestablishing new landscapes in your world. Also, I feel like you're responding differently to change. I feel like you're going with the flow. You're embracing it. I feel like you want change in some area of your life. Humans, they don't tend to enjoy change unless they're in control of it. And I definitely see that you're in control of it. And I feel like you're shaking up your everyday sort of lifestyle, okay? Also, thanks so much, I'm so grateful. There's something here coming through. If you're connecting to a contract, or to a person who's trying to sell you something and they're really fast talking and they don't give you an opportunity to think before you either purchase something or sign something, see this as a warning to slow down the process. Don't allow anyone to rush you into anything. Okay, so whether that's you purchasing a home and negotiating a better deal, whether it's you taking a job offer and wanting to see a full contract before you enter into negotiation, whatever it is, I feel it's really important for you to get all the facts before you sign anything or before you foreclose on anything, okay? Just because we got a King of Swords in the resistance position, there could be somebody who is abusing their power or is not telling the truth, the whole truth, and everything but the truth, okay? Also, with the Knight of Swords, I feel like you're moving in the right direction because the direction you're going in is your true calling. Okay, I definitely see that you are either returning to something that you used to love or you're reconnecting to your soul path in some way. I feel like you're being very clear, very instinctive, and I also feel like there's a hidden opportunity, something that you haven't become aware of yet that is about to come into your life that you are going to embrace quite quickly. Now we do have the Seven of Wands, which means you're at your personal best, okay? But also I feel like you are capable of going the distance. You're not giving up on something that has been difficult, that has been pressurized. I feel like you're going to make it become your reality, okay? Now, the Seven of Wands also indicates protection, okay? And I get a sense here that you're protecting yourself against changes that you may feel are out of your control. Perhaps world circumstances are changing and you're trying to find that level of stability. I do feel like you will safeguard yourself and you will protect yourself. They're showing me an umbrella right now. When they show me an umbrella, it tends to mean you're protected and redirected. So I'm just going to pull one more card for you. Okay, I wouldn't normally do this, but that's what I'm picking up on here. I mean, your major energy right now is to make some lifestyle changes and focus on your true path, your true north. And I feel like there are some changes coming or something that you cannot see with your eyes, but instinctively you're being called to follow a certain path. Yeah, Temperance. We do have the Eight of Swords there, which is to feel a little bit of fear or feel stuck perhaps. You're making some changes, you're checking in with your intuition because this figure, okay, she is bound there, but the history of this card is she could release her hands. She's also blindfolded, so her senses are acutely attuned to her circumstances. So she is becoming more aware. So I feel like you're being called to tap into your intuition at this time. And as you can see, we've got 2 cups there. So you're blending your energies to make something special become a reality. And the Temperance card is really about you finding your purpose and mixing all the energies that you have within you to make your purpose become a reality and make it successful as well. I feel like you are being patient. I feel like you're tapping into your intuition. And I get a sense, sorry, they're showing me the image again in the water. They showed it to me briefly and I didn't know how it resonates with your reading, and it then went away. So I thought maybe they don't want me to bring it up, but they brought it back again and they're just showing me someone having an ice cold glass of water. I mean, maybe they brought it up again because this is 2 cups. I'm not sure. It could be that a message to hydrate or make sure you stay hydrated. Ice cold water. Maybe this new change in your world is really refreshing, or it's just the tonic that you need in life. I definitely see that you're trying to shake up your world. You're trying to reach for something new, something more exciting. And this change will actually give you more freedom. It'll give you more energy, more drive. And I feel like, you know, you'll be above the competition if you have competition in your world. Because I feel some of you, you may be either learning for a test or you may have felt tested. And I get a sense here that you're protecting your position or you are winning something, and I feel that you're going to feel really proud of yourself. And during a period where things seem very uncertain, I feel like you are very clear because you're tapping into your intuition. Okay, now this reading, it wasn't really meant to go that way, but this is the energy that I've got coming out in the water right now. So I can only give you what I'm being given at this time. So there may be a message there for somebody out there, but it may not resonate with everyone. But I have to give you what I'm being given, okay? So let me get your final cards. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Good Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aries? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, so even when I go with a new deck, they're giving me this energy of change. This card says there's still time to change the road you're on. It's never too late. Okay, so this is a very positive indication that you are in control of the changes and that these changes are going to liberate you in your life and make you feel more excited. You're going to reestablish that lust for life. And it says your life is at a turning point right now. You're ready. So you're ready to either launch that idea, you're ready to make that move, you're ready to open yourself up to a calculated risk, or make that change. I get a sense that you're ready. I mean, it's been coming out in your reading the whole time, and now you're getting another deck that indicates change and that you're ready for this change, and I feel like you're embracing it. It also says here, true love will find you in the end. Now, of course, this reading really wasn't about love, but if you are looking for love, I do feel like you will have a couple of people interested. There's one in particular who really just changes your life, okay? It's like this person's really fun and playful to be with. This person may be a little bit younger than you, but I get a sense here that some of you may have some trust issues that you're working through at the moment. And I feel that when you're ready, the right person is going to appear. But ultimately, when you see astronauts, it means you need to explore outside your everyday circumstances, okay? Or to be curious about what else is out there. So I feel if you are looking for love, the message here is about expanding your reach. So whether that's to go to places that you haven't gone to before, or whether it's to go on online dating if you haven't done that before, I feel like your approach is different. You're making some adjustments in your world and you will find what you're searching for. Because I get right at the beginning of your reading, I got this energy of what you're seeking is seeking you. Okay. Now we also have, you will have financial security in life. So if you've been worried about finances, I mean, it didn't really come up in your reading per se. This is more about your soul searching energy of trying to establish new changes in your life and trying to release the pressure. But that's a nice indication that financially you will find stability. And it's okay to be different. Don't try so hard to fit in. I mean, you're born to stand out, my beautiful Aries. You have that passion, that drive. And if you've been feeling a little bit lost recently, or you feel like you haven't found your soul tribe, I definitely see that you being your wonderful, authentic self is actually going to attract the right people into your world, okay? I feel in a world where everybody wants us to be the same at the moment, it's really important to be yourself and to recognize that you are unique. And that is your superpower. So whatever it is you're launching, whatever it is you're changing, whoever it is you are being, I feel recognizing that you are unique and that you have a mission and you're connecting to that mission. I feel like you're here to change things up and leave the world a better place than when you found it. Okay, that's what I feel from your reading, okay? Because you've got a beautiful heart. You're really a wonderful energy. You're so kind, so generous. You actually have a lot of empathy. And I feel also that you have a different viewpoint of the world. You think outside the box. You see things differently than other people. And I feel like your contribution to the world is important. Okay, so that's what's coming out there as well. Now, let's see what we got here for you. We have the Wisdom Rune. Okay, now this is really about learning, feeling that you've been tested, but you're going to come through and pass the tests. You're being inspired at this time. Some of you may be seeking advice, but I get a sense that some of you are like learning more about your path, reestablishing your path, and using that knowledge to help you secure your future. Okay, so whether you're called to launch a business or an idea, or whether you're called to relocate, or whether you're called to focus more on your spiritual gifts, you're going to connect to that energy and it's going to change your life for the better. Also, they're highlighting, I mean, I didn't choose it, they didn't give it to me, but they're highlighting the tree for me right now. It's like it literally lit up. I mean, you can't see things the way I can see things at the moment because I'm connecting to channeling, but the tree represents planting roots, but it also indicates wisdom, seeing things from a different perspective, and also creating stability and wealth. And I definitely see that's something that you're focused on at this time. Now I'm going to pop it back in here, but it was actually like illuminating at me. So I felt it was important to mention it in this message. Also, some of you may be thinking about your family responsibilities and your heritage, and you may feel strongly that your ancestors walk with you at this time, giving you the power, the inspiration, and the signs, symbols, and messages that you need to hear in order to keep you on the right path, okay? So look out for the signs. I will leave it there. I mean, some of you will see like literally concrete with little animal paw prints in concrete as a sign or a symbol. Some of you may even, I mean, someone drinking a glass of water, it's so obvious, okay? It's something you could see every day. So I don't really see that as a sign or a symbol. More the paw prints in the concrete. I mean, you could see a magnet, or you could find a magnet in a very unusual place, or you may see lots of imagery of magnets everywhere over the coming weeks, and it indicates that you're attracting something that you've worked hard for into your life, and that you're strongly in the law of attraction. Remember, thoughts become things. You have the King of Swords there, which means you have an incredible mind, and you're connecting to all those visions. You're making them become a reality. And if you're an entrepreneur, I definitely see you having like far-reaching energy, expanding on your opportunities, having lots of new ideas of how to expand your business and bring in more wealth. And if you're retired, I definitely get a sense here you're thinking about either your life abroad or thinking about where you feel like you belong and coming to a new era in your energy. And I feel like you're exploring your freedom and, you know, absorbing new knowledge. And I feel it's quite an exciting time for you. Even though things have been frustrating and things have been a little bit pressurized, I feel like you're opening yourself up to a doorway, a pathway to new opportunities where I feel like you're going to attract more abundance. And I feel like something that's been hard won will be delivered to you. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading for you, my beautiful Aries. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aries, and love and light.